What's up? Alright, we're going to talk about two books. One philosophy. Ayn Rand, the Romantic Manifesto. Ayn Rand, The Virtue of Selfishness. Two great books, one great philosophy. Ayn Rand, her philosophy of art, her aesthetics. The Romantic Manifesto. Yeah, Romantic Manifesto. It's she looks at the individual, the main character of any fictional story. Excuse me, I just burped. Drink some soda. Yeah. As a hero, not an anti-hero, but a hero. Hero like not like Batman. Batman, that's the opposite of Ayn Rand's aesthetics. Batman, if you talk about Batman, he's an anti-hero. He's like a villain and a hero at the same time. Or like Ayn Rand's more of a Superman. Superman, he's a hero. He's not a anti-hero. He's a hero. So yeah, like Superman. Her aesthetics. She's a romantic, so that's why she titled it The Romantic Manifesto. Great book, great work, literature work, great work. Now let's talk about a little bit. I'm just going to talk about a little bit snippets of her philosophy on this video. Mostly these two books. Virtue of Selfishness. On the second chapter, let me check the second chapter. I'm freestyling this thing right now. Freestyling. Second chapter. Check. It's not the second chapter. Yeah, second chapter. Mysticism, mental health versus mysticism, and self-sacrifice. So on that chapter, second chapter, she talked about the Mongols and some mystics, how they cheat reality, and but you can't avoid responsibility for your actions. Like Mongols, there's brute force. Mongols, there's mystics like cheating reality, not really going with reason, going against reason, like faith. Mystics are about faith, and Rand's philosophy is about reason. Two complete opposites. Reason is to think, faith is to believe with emotions and all that. Two different philosophies, two different ideas. So Ayn Rand's philosophy is reason and responsibility, and don't fake reality. Like what else? Oh yeah. Which is selfishness. Selfishness. What she means by selfishness? She means that selfishness, like when you have an emotion. Let's talk about emotions. A good emotion, love. If you have love, that's selfish because you're the only one who experienced the love. If someone doesn't love you back, you're the only one who experienced love, and your own love towards the other person. That's selfish, but that's self-defeating. If the other person doesn't love you back, that's self-defeating. That's almost close to self-sacrifice. It talks about self-sacrifice in the next chapter of this second chapter of Virtue of Selfishness. Love, business. What about business? Ethics and all that. Business and stores. Like you go to a store, talk about daily lives and all that. When you buy something, you trade value for value. So the business, the store, the grocery store, whatever, they value money, value customers. So you trade money for goods. So you trade value for value. And if you want to try and get a job, that's selfish. That's what she means by selfish. So the whole thing right here is about selfish. Well, besides this book, but I'm talking about this book. Selflessness. Like what is it? Selfishness. If you write job application, put in your resume and all that, you want the job, and that's a selfish feeling. You want the job, and you need the job for pay the rent, to pay the bills, to pay the cable, the Wi-Fi, whatever. You want to pay your bills and all that. So that's selfish. You doing it selfishly. That's your stuff, your property, your money, your decision is selfishness. That's what she means by selfishnness. And now back to emotions. If both of you love each other, that's selfish because both of you, both of you experience love, but that's still the individual. The one individual that's experiencing love is selfish because they're the only one who's feeling that love for the other person. But it's not the same love that both of them have. But both of them have the same love a little bit, but a little bit different. So that's selfish. But some people might think that that's not selfish. Like, oh, but you love the other person, you care about the other person. But yeah, but if you want to help the other person, you're the one who's want to help the other person. So this your selfish feeling for being not self-sacrifice, almost not altruistic. If there's altruistic, there's two types of altruism. There's selfish altruism. That's my own idea. Altruism, selfish altruism is like you you want to help the person and you're experiencing that love for the other person. That's you being altruistic, like you trying to save the person, but you also don't want to die. Like if someone outside in the beach in the ocean with sharks around and all that sharks, and then you trying to help them, you're on a boat and the person's drowning, like help, the shark's gonna eat me. Then I'm trying to save them. You throw that thing in the what's it called, the circle thing with in the boat. You throw the lifeguard or whatever it's called. So you know what? Let's just talk about Ayn Rand because I'm just rambling right now. So focus on Ayn Rand. Not my own ideas, but some of my ideas are flawed. I'm still working on my philosophy, my thesis and all that, ethical thesis, my epistemological thesis. I'm still working on that. So yeah, selfishness. Uh, yeah, selfishness, Romantic Manifesto, Virtue of Selfishness. Two great books. Yeah. So yeah. So I'm going to talk about Ayn Rand's philosophy. I'm going to talk about some other videos, and I'm going to talk about Plato's philosophy. I'm going to talk about history of philosophy, history of mysticism, history of Nazis. I'm going to talk about some other books, and some other philosophers, and I'll talk about my philosophy sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'll talk about my thesis. There's a little kitty. Look at it. Princessa. That's the name, Princessa. So yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about right now. Have a good day. Peace out.